Hello, David. This is your T50-14 brake booster. It has been totally rebuilt and on my fabulous brake booster testing machine. How about that? Pretty cool, huh? All right. Let me tell you what's going to happen here. Got your booster hooked up. Figure out where the focus is on this thing. I got your booster hooked up. We've got the test port right here. It's going to check vacuum. We've got pulling vacuum right here, and we got your input in your output right here. And our gauges. As you can see, we got vacuum. Both gauges. This is what's called constant. This is a control. Both of these gauges are going to go up and register the maximum vacuum that my vacuum pump can achieve. And as the booster is activated, this gauge will stay constant, just what it's labeled. And this one is going to go down to 0, and the more the booster is activated, the closer it comes to 0, and when it reaches 0, the booster is at maximum activation. And this is the takeoff right here, which you can do on your car anytime you want to. Just pull off the little test screw and put the vacuum gauge in the test port, and as you activate your booster, you'll see the vacuum go to 0. And that's the differential between the vacuum in here and the pressure over the atmospheric on this side of the diaphragm. And on this side we have our hydraulic, and what's going to happen here is these two gauges, this is input, and these two gauges are essentially the same gauge, just that this one goes up and will max out, and then this one takes over and goes up as high as the pressure is able to, and that is simply the input from the master cylinder, which is actually just is this lever right here. So this pressure is dependent just on my machine, nothing else. Now then, what your booster is putting out is going to be measured here, and this gauge goes up and then maxes out, and then this gauge will take over and read our final pressure. And what we're looking for is a differential between this pressure and this pressure, and you will see the difference is dramatic when you have the booster activated. Now, without vacuum, we can operate the booster right now, and you'll see this is the input pressure, and you'll see that, for instance, these two gauges here, these two gauges are reading about the same because we don't have any vacuum activating. We just have whatever pressure is coming in from the master cylinder is activating the booster, and that's all it's doing. It's not boosting as such. It's just passing brake fluid through. So we have this gauge has reached maximum 350, and this is our final output pressure, which is about 350 as well, considering gauge error. Now then, just for fun, we'll do this, and we will add vacuum, and you can see what happens. See our pressure going up? So now we will activate the booster some more. And you see we got about over 900 psi output. You notice our gauges? There's our gauge showing vacuum, and we're at 0 on this gauge. Now we'll activate the booster showing the gauges in operation. There we go, we got full activation down to 0, and you can see we're boosting over here. Alright, next thing we're going to do is going to come here and we're going to check for leaks. Leaks around here. or like as the new booster did, it leaked out of this port here. You can see we're not leaking there. We don't count any drips around my test fittings, but so far none. Make sure our bleed screws are not leaking. We'll activate the booster again. Come over here, we'll double check here, make sure we're not there's no leak here. Alright. Activate the booster again. That is a good booster. I think you're ready to go.